Life is a precious gift, a fleeting opportunity that we've been given to experience, grow, and make our mark on the world. Yet so often we find ourselves trapped in routines, bogged down by fears, or simply drifting through our days without purpose. Today we're going to talk about something crucial: don't waste your life. This isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a call to action, a wake-up call to live with intention, passion, and purpose. Imagine for a moment that you're at the end of your life, looking back on all the years you've lived. What do you see? Are you filled with a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment, or do you feel regret for the things you didn't do, the chances you didn't take, the dreams you left unfulfilled? The beauty of this exercise is that right now, at this very moment, you have the power to shape that future reflection. You have the ability to create a life story that you'll be proud to look back on. But what does it mean to not waste your life? It's not about constant productivity or achieving some societal definition of success. It's about living authentically, pursuing your passions, and making a positive impact on the world around you. It's about waking up each day with a sense of purpose and going to bed each night knowing you've made the most of the hours in between. One of the biggest ways we waste our lives is by living someone else's dream. Maybe you've chosen a career path to please your parents, or you're pursuing goals that society says you should want, rather than what truly resonates with your heart. But here's the truth: you have one life and it's yours to live. No one else can live it for you, and no one else will face the regret of a life unlived. It's time to ask yourself, what do I really want? What makes me come alive? What would I do if I wasn't afraid of failure or judgment? Fear is often the biggest obstacle standing between us and a life well lived. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of what others might think. But here's a secret: everyone is afraid. The people who live extraordinary lives aren't fearless, they've just learned to act in spite of their fear. They understand that the pain of regret is far worse than the temporary discomfort of pushing beyond their comfort zone. Think about the things you've always wanted to do but haven't. Maybe it's starting a business, traveling the world, learning a new skill, or pursuing a creative passion. What's stopping you? Often we tell ourselves we don't have enough time, money, or knowledge. But these are usually just excuses masking our underlying fears. The truth is, there will never be a perfect time. The time to start is now, with whatever resources you have at your disposal. Another way we waste our lives is by getting caught up in the small stuff. We spend our days worrying about things that won't matter in a week, a month, or a year. We hold grudges, engage in petty conflicts, and stress over minor inconveniences. But life is too short for this. Ask yourself, will this matter on my deathbed? If the answer is no, it's probably not worth wasting your precious time and energy on. One of the biggest regrets people have at the end of their lives is that they worked too much and didn't spend enough time with their loved ones. In our pursuit of success or financial security, it's easy to neglect our relationships. But at the end of the day, it's our connections with others that give our lives meaning. Make time for the people you love. Be present when you're with them. Tell them how much they mean to you. These are the moments that will truly matter when you look back on your life. Another way we waste our lives is by constantly comparing ourselves to others. In the age of social media, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring our lives against the highlight reels of others. But remember, everyone's journey is unique. Your path doesn't have to look like anyone else's. Instead of comparing yourself to others, compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Are you growing? Are you learning? Are you becoming a better version of yourself? That's what truly matters. Many of us waste our lives by putting off our happiness to some future date. We tell ourselves, I'll be happy when I get that promotion, or I'll start enjoying life once I've achieved this goal, but life is happening right now. Happiness isn't a destination, it's a way of traveling. Learn to find joy in the journey, to appreciate the small moments of beauty and wonder that exist in each day. This doesn't mean you shouldn't have goals or strive for better, but don't put your life on hold while you're working towards them. Another way we waste our lives is by not taking care of our health. Our bodies are the vehicles through which we experience life, yet so often we neglect them. We eat poorly, don't exercise, don't get enough sleep, and then wonder why we don't have the energy to pursue our dreams. Taking care of your physical and mental health isn't selfish, it's necessary. It gives you the vitality and clarity to make the most of your life. Many people waste their lives by never stepping out of their comfort zone. Growth happens when we challenge ourselves, when we try new things, when we face our fears. Every time you do something that scares you, you expand your world a little bit. You prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. This builds confidence and opens up new possibilities. So ask yourself, what have I always wanted to try but haven't had the courage to? And go do it. One of the most tragic ways we waste our lives is by not expressing our true selves. We hide parts of who we are out of fear of judgment or rejection. We don't share our ideas, our art, our unique perspectives with the world. But by doing this, we rob the world of our gifts. Your voice matters. Your perspective is unique and valuable. Don't go to your grave with your music still inside you. Another way we waste our lives is by living in the past or constantly worrying about the future. We replay old mistakes or hurts, or we stress about things that might never happen. But the only moment we can truly live in is the present. The past is gone, and the future isn't guaranteed. All we have is now. Practice mindfulness. Learn to be present in each moment. This doesn't mean you shouldn't plan for the future, but don't let those plans prevent you from fully experiencing and appreciating the present. Many of us waste our lives by not taking responsibility for our circumstances. We blame others, society, or bad luck for our problems. But here's the truth. While we can't control everything that happens to us, we always have control over how we respond. Taking responsibility for your life is empowering. It means recognizing that you have the power to change your circumstances, to learn, to grow, to make different choices. Another way we waste our lives is by not forgiving. We hold on to anger and resentment, letting past hurts poison our present. But forgiveness isn't about condoning what happened. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of carrying that anger. Life is too short to spend it being bitter. Learn to forgive, not for the other person's sake, but for your own peace of mind. Many people waste their lives by not learning continuously. In a rapidly changing world, the ability to learn and adapt is crucial. But beyond that, learning keeps life interesting and vibrant. It keeps your mind sharp and opens up new opportunities. Never stop being curious. Read widely, try new things, seek out new experiences. Every new piece of knowledge or skill you acquire enriches your life and expands your world. Another way we waste our lives is by not giving back. We get so caught up in our own pursuits that we forget the profound satisfaction that comes from helping others. Volunteer, mentor someone, support a cause you believe in. Not only does this make a positive impact on the world, but it also gives your life a sense of meaning and purpose that's hard to find elsewhere. Many of us waste our lives by not taking risks. We stay in unfulfilling jobs or relationships because they're comfortable and safe. We don't pursue our dreams because we're afraid of failure. But here's the thing, at the end of your life, you're more likely to regret the chances you didn't take than the ones you did. Even if you fail, you'll have learned something valuable. And often what we perceive as failure is just a stepping stone to success. Another way we waste our lives is by not appreciating what we have. We're always chasing the next thing, thinking that once we achieve a certain goal or acquire a certain possession, then we'll be happy. But there's always another goal, always something else to want. Learn to practice gratitude for what you have right now. This doesn't mean you shouldn't strive for more, but don't let the pursuit of more prevent you from appreciating the abundance that already exists in your life. Many people waste their lives by not standing up for what they believe in. They stay silent in the face of injustice because they don't want to rock the boat. But positive change happens when people have the courage to speak up. Your voice matters. Use it to stand up for what's right, even when it's difficult. Another way we waste our lives is by not cultivating meaningful relationships. In our busy lives, it's easy to neglect our connections with others. But at the end of the day, it's our relationships that give our lives richness and meaning. Invest time in building and maintaining deep, meaningful connections with others. Be vulnerable, be authentic, be there for others, and allow them to be there for you. Many of us waste our lives by not taking time for self-reflection. We get so caught up in the day-to-day that we never step back to consider the bigger picture. Are we living in alignment with our values? Are we on the path we want to be on? Regular self-reflection allows us to course correct when necessary and ensure we're living intentionally rather than just going through the motions. Another way we waste our lives is by not embracing change. Change is inevitable, yet so many of us resist it. We cling to the familiar even when it no longer serves us, but change is often where growth happens. It opens up new opportunities and experiences. Learn to embrace change, to see it as an adventure rather than a threat. Many people waste their lives by not expressing their creativity. We all have a creative spark within us, whether it's through art, music, writing, cooking, gardening, or any other form of self-expression. But too often, We suppress this creativity because we think we're not good enough or because we don't see it as practical. Expressing your creativity isn't about being the best, it's about connecting with a fundamental part of who you are. Another way we waste our lives is by not setting boundaries. We say yes to things we don't want to do. We allow others to take advantage of us. We neglect our own needs in favor of pleasing others. But setting healthy boundaries is crucial for living a fulfilling life. It allows you to prioritize what's truly important to you and protects your time and energy for the things that matter most. Many of us waste our lives by not living in alignment with our values. We make decisions based on what others expect of us or what we think will bring us success, rather than what truly resonates with our core beliefs. But living a life that's out of alignment with your values leads to a sense of emptiness and dissatisfaction. Take the time to identify your core values and then make choices that honor those values. Another way we waste our lives is by not taking care of our mental health. We push ourselves to the brink of burnout, neglect our emotional needs, and stigmatize seeking help for mental health issues. But mental health is just as important as physical health. It's okay to not be okay sometimes, and it's okay to seek help when you need it. Prioritizing your mental health isn't selfish, it's necessary for living a full and meaningful life. Thanks for watching.